All right, welcome back. Residents in and around Pretoria have been experiencing severe water shortages over recent weeks. In Hammanskraal, residents were left without water for more than 3 weeks. When water was restored, residents were warned not to drink the water as it's not safe for human consumption. Let's get the very latest now. SABC reporter Patricia Visagie joins us now live. A very good morning to you, Patricia.
Good morning, Blaine, and to our viewers. Now, welcome to this special production that we're having here in Hammanskraal, north of Pretoria. It is a community that has just over 500,000 of people that live here, but the residents of this area have been plagued by ongoing water crises from, of course, water that has been proven by repeated tests to not be fit for human consumption, to also water not being available, taps drying up for days on, and of course some of them being subjected to, of course, the only water that they can have would be through water tankers or going to old wells where they can actually get water. So today we are here at the timber purification plant where we, of course, are having discussions where we're trying to get to the bottom of what is exactly going on here in Hammanskraal. Why does it seem as if the leaders in the area, the city of Tshwane, that is the municipal head, is failing to actually come up with a proper solution to the ongoing water crisis here in the area? Of course, I'm not alone. I'll be joined by my colleagues Sipho Steerman and Ufense Sitimo, who will be engaging with the residents. And of course, we'll also be having a debate with various guests who will help us delve into the nuances around the water problem in the area. Why Hammanskraal is seemingly struggling with this ongoing water problem. But it's not just limited to Hammanskraal. You would know that it is a problem that has actually hit the whole of Pretoria. The whole of Tshwane is battling with an ongoing water crisis, in particular water shortages. So today we hope this special production can actually delve into the to the issues and really find out what is going wrong, where is the political will to effectively solve this problem. And of course, my colleague Sipho Steerman is standing by with one of the leaders of the Tshwane municipality, and that is the MMC for Utility Services, Abel Tau, who is going to talk more about the water tankers. So let's listen to that interview and go to Sipho Steerman.
Well, thank you very much, Patricia, there, and welcome to our viewers at home. We are at a timber purification plant, as she mentioned there, to try to get the answers as to why residents of Hammanskraal had to wait about 3 weeks to have access to drinkable water. We've had the human rights organizations coming here saying that the water here is not of drinkable quality. We've heard that the CSIR also conducting, tests over the water here, saying that it's simply not drinkable. And so let's get answers to the leaders themselves that are supposed to oversee that people receive clean piped water. Thank you very much, sir. You are the MMC, you are the MMC for Utility Services, Abel Tau. Talk to us about the situation. I know you said that water was restored the last time we spoke, but you said it was not of drinkable quality, and as a result, there is a lot of water tankers that have been distributed in the community. What is the situation with the water tankers?
Thank you very much, and good morning to the viewers at home. Indeed, we have restored the water that would be coming out of your normal taps in Hammanskraal. But like we said, continuously, the challenges with Hammanskraal come quite a distance back, and we don't want to dwell into that. But the quality of the water that you do, water has to meet a number of parameters. One of those which it doesn't meet is that there's a lot of nitrates and nitrites which are harmful to obviously people with weakened immune system or but for prolonged exposure exposure. And for that reason, we had said as the city of Tshwane, together with obviously our partners in the Department of Water and Sanitation, that we will not allow or will not encourage people to drink the water yet.
Not encourage the people to drink the water, but then now there's a rollout of the water tankers. How much, talk to us about this rollout, and then we're going to get into the cost of it. But how many water tankers do you have servicing the people of Hammanskraal daily?
Currently, we're having 150 tankers on the ground. Now, as I talk to you, there's 150 tanks that are roaming all around this area. And look, one thing that we have done, you deal with a moving target amongst other things, but also you're dealing with a situation that you want to ensure that everyone has adequate water to drink and to do everything else that they use the water for. So obviously, when we had shut down this plant behind us, we had to ensure that each and every one of the people in this area has access to water to drink, to eat, and for all other purposes that they need to use the water for. And for that reason, we had to have a massive rollout of this tanker program.
Massive rollout, but at what cost is this rollout coming? Because I remember you were quoted in other media talking about it costing about 6 million per week, and you have to wonder, then are you really motivated to fix the water situation overall when there are people that are cashing in on this crisis?
We definitely are motivated to fix the water situation. Number one, obviously the figure was based on the kind of program that we were rolling out. Remember, when you were procuring under the conditions that we were, then obviously the rates that were involved then, coupled to the number of tankers and the hours that they were procuring for. I mean, on average, we were pushing them to work about up to 18 hours a day. So that has escalated the figure to the round figure of around 6 million a week that we had spoken about.
Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but thank you very much. Well, the water tankers coming at a round figure of about 6 million per week to try and service the people. You have to ask yourself, would it rather not work if we actually find a bigger, long-lasting plan to the issues of water here in Hammanskraal? Are the people benefiting from this 6 million per week of water tankers rollout plan? Well, those are some of the questions that my colleague Patricia will be asking further on as we continue with this Hammanskraal broadcast as we cover the issues of water here in Hammanskraal in Pretoria. And with that, I think we're going to my colleague, that is Offenses Timo, who is on another side of Pretoria with the residents of Tshwane.
Thank you very much, Sipho. We're actually coming from Stenkwater Farm Trust. As you can see now, this is the area where some of the tankers are actually filling up the water to actually take to the residents of Hammanskraal. Where we are right now is Stenkwater Farm Trust. It's about 30 minutes away from the Pretoria CBD, and fortunately for the residents that are residing here, they are in close proximity to Soshanguve, and they actually get water provision from Rand Water. But joining me now is Patrick, who's actually going to elaborate a bit further on the operations here. And Tate Patrick, ke labohela nako ya hao. Kopa re botse ka operation e we operata mo le theohela nako mang le chaisana nako mang ke ditraka tse kae fela bja.
Okay, ke lebohile. Nna ke DR Skepula ko Stenkwater around Hammanskraal. Mo Hammanskraal mo re na le dilori tse 150. Di thoma go bereka ka bo 5 o'clock. Re lela nako a hore di tshwantse di cover dio tsotlhe di pleke tsotlhe mabapi le hore re theohela furu re theolisa ke lebaka le lewala ke lebaka la hore di lori tse di tletse ke tse 150 di tshela mo hydranteng yona e le boneng ba intshitse gona mo di driver tsa rona di tsoa boshiu ka bo 4:30 hore di khone go tlohelela ka bo 5 rona ba re bulela metsi ha hone payment e re kreyang e tswa mo pusong re no ba re thaupile re bona hore setšhaba sa rona se tlo tlhaka mo Hammanskraal go tloga mo di lori tse di hella metsi di tsamaya di kilometer tse 15 go tloga mo di o deliver metsi mo teng
Di delivera di pleke tse feng le tse feng?
Di delivera go tloga mo dilopse Surumane Skampaneng le Greenfield le Kanana le Themba le Kekana le Surumane le Renstown Mandela le Marikana.
Dikgwetlho tse le nang le tsona mo ke eng? Di-challenges?
Di-challenges tse re nang le tsona re na le mathata a hore mo di driver di hola morago ga nako lebaka re ra botsisa gore ke eng ba re ke lebaka la gore puso e sa lokisa di-pay and then morago ga mo bothata bo rena leng bona bo bontši ke gore batho ba kgona go tlhoka metsi ba re latelele mo hydranteng ba tlo bona gore metsi a tswa bjang ba kry-e le gore ke dilori tsa rona di helela mo go one go tloa mo tsatsing la mabane puso e re tshepisitse gore yo oketsa di-hydrant ka tseno ka 10 o'clock bo re tsentshetsa tse 4 extra gore dilori tse di kgone go bereka pila mo di-plekeng tse tsa rona.
And challenge e nngwe gore rena nna le ntato re bereka as di-volunteer a rena pay re dependa mo dimense di-handout tse ba re fang tsona masepala o re lebetse ke rena re organisang gore dikoloi di tsamaye ka line everything e be in order mo ke rena re tlhokometseng hydrant gore le ba utswa ba sa e utswa ka gore ke khopa ntho ela ba e nyaka.
Well, basically I was speaking to the gentlemen that are controlling the hydrant here. They are saying there's about 150 trucks that come here on a daily basis. They start operating around 5 a.m. in the morning, and sometimes they would knock off around 11 o'clock. And some of the challenges is that some of the people in areas where the tankers are not able to reach actually come here to see how the hydrant actually works, and they find that it's only suitable for tankers, and then that makes them frustrated, and it is the cause of tensions between the truck drivers and the residents. And with that, it's back to Patricia.
Well, thank you so much there to my colleague Ufense Sitimo. I think it's really important that we hear the frustrations of the people who are the most affected, and that is the Hammanskraal community, really just bringing us their daily experiences of how the water crisis in the area has affected their lives. And it's really not something new. It is not something that started over the past weeks, since we have been observing, of course, the water shortages where the taps in the area have actually dried up. It is a problem that has been coming for months, perhaps years. Some would tell you that the problem, the water crisis in the area, is actually dating back to the apartheid days, and it just continued, and at some point it seemed as if it was under control, and then of course it seems like under the DA administration here in Tshwane, the problems came back tenfold and exacerbated to the point where it is, of course, out of control now. And we've been asking the question, and that, of course, the community as well, asking whether the water crisis in Hammanskraal has been politicized, whether leaders in the area are actually playing political football with water that is supposed to be a basic human right as enshrined in the country's constitution. So as I said, throughout the day, we'll be talking about these issues. We'll be talking about where it is all going wrong. We'll be talking about the purification plant, such as the Rooival water purification plant, that seems to be the source of the problem. Why does it seem like there is not enough political will rather to effectively tackle the problem? Is there not enough money? And the millions that has already been spent on this project, where has that money gone to? And of course, the community as well, what is it that they know, and what is it that they actually suggesting should be done? And we'll be speaking to the city of Tshwane. So when we come back a little bit later in the program, we'll be having a panel discussion with, of course, lobby groups, with the Hammanskraal Residents Association, the city of Tshwane, the Premier's office, of course, Gauteng Premier David Makura's office. There's a representative here. We see there are other, of course, activists who are also streaming in. So we'll be talking to them and really have a strong debate to get to the bottom of why is there such a huge and disturbing water crisis in Hammanskraal that seemingly now is a problem for the rest of the Tshwane community. Until then, let's toss it back to you in studio.
Patricia, these are important, pertinent questions that you're asking, important issues to discuss, considering that we're living in a water-scarce country. Patricia, Offense as well as Sipo, thank you very much indeed, team. We will try to catch up with you in the